Welcome back. I am in a new location for now. So, this is the previous reimbursement that I just got from work. So, that's my gas reimbursement, and it just sits there for now because it's in a high yield savings account. So, it's just earning interest. Let's see. I had to change this because I realized that it wasn't $228. It was $228, but without the taxes. With the taxes, it's $247. There are some things that I did move around since my last video, and that is basically like I added a few more things here and there because the whole purpose of this is just to see where everything is going and to add categories as you go along. What happened this month was my mom had something at her job where like it was like a trick-or-treat type event, and so I ended up volunteering to go there out of me and my siblings, and I helped her out with that, which was really fun, and it was nice because it was time for us to spend together. I ended up realizing that I didn't really have a category for that spending, so then I decided to have a category called Moments, which has the subcategories where it's like outings with mom, birthdays, adventures, hangouts, family time, joy, creator merch, and then last minute stuff. So I did end up buying my mom, like, I bought her some food, and then I bought me some food. So I realized that, hey, I don't really have a place to put this when it does pop up in my budget, but I do know that I have this money to go ahead and spend for this. I just went ahead and I put joy, although I think I should have categorized it as outings with mom, but then at the same time, like, it wasn't really an outing with my mom, if you know what I mean. I ended up moving inside because it clicked in my brain that maybe doing this outside is not the best thing when you're going to be talking about money. A few things that happened throughout this month. Not only did I go ahead and pay off my car loan, but I ended up going to the DMV because I had to switch the registration in only my name. I had to pay $15 for that. $15 and some change, because if you use a credit card you have to pay extra apparently. Whatevs. So I ended up moving these funds specifically towards my Capital One. So now I have this amount, the $6,822.88, this $829.02. That is also in my Capital One fund, which I went ahead and I had $63 in here for the auto registration, but then because I ended up changing the title in my name and it's dealing with the registration as well, I ended up taking the $15.32 out of this little category because it made the most sense to do that. Long-term goals, they were in Wealthfront, but I don't think I'm going to stick with them. Yeah, Wealthfront gives a 4.5%. It's FDIC insured, which is good. It's more of a fintech than it is a bank, because your money, well, you might have like $500 in there. That $500 is technically spread throughout other banks that they partner with, so it's not truly inside of this, if you catch my drift. And at the time I just opened it up just because I had just learned about high yield savings accounts, and I was just like trying to catch whichever I could get. That we're going to be paying this card today, and we're going to pay this card today, and this card is coming out of the let me see, let me clear that because I just got cleared. This card is coming out of the pets fund because it's set up that way, so rather set it up. So I'm going to just go ahead and make that transfer. Let's do the 31st, and we're transferring to Amazon. We're gonna do payment, and then the outflow is $261.78. Okay. Alright, so then we should have $194.61 left over. So I want it to come out of my ECU. And then current balance is $261.78. So I'm gonna make that payment. Okay. Alright, so we have that pending. Pay bills, and what do we want to do with this is we want to have this, let's see, the Quicksilver payment, and the payment is $830.79. Okay. Quicksilver, and we're gonna do it from auto pay bills. Select date today, and then current balance. But we can go on the credit card here, and this is, I'm gonna hide that because we don't, I'm thinking about closing that card because I don't like the revolving category things. I just prefer to have a card that has set categories, and I don't have to worry about, oh, let me go ahead and check this card to see what's popped up this month or whatever. Like, no, it's not for me. On the Bank of America, I don't have to pay that one just yet. The weirdest thing for me, right? I went onto the Reddit group and I was complaining about this because, like, why can't I just pay on the day that it's due? Like, why can't I have an auto pay set up to where it pays on the day that it's due? Why do I have to specifically click on this? You know, like, why can't I have this as an opt-out option and just have it pay the date, you know? So, yeah, that was, like, some BS in my opinion, and it low-key makes me want to just, like, close out this card just for that fact, honestly, because, like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think I'm moving this to the emergency pets. And then I think the emergency pets will eventually get moved into one of the, I think it's going to go into the SoFi on the card. 94.61 to work with. The puppy pen itself, I know, is going to be roughly $50. So I'm going to put that there. Then we're working with 44.61. 44.61. Rainy Day Bunny. I'm gonna put the 44.61 in there. I did want to go ahead and fund for the 370 38 200 there. And then I'll put 399 36 here. Okay, and we'll go here. We'll make another transfer to there, and we're gonna put 200, and we'll put this in short-term saving. I know, like, y'all are gonna be like, well, why don't you just figure out what you want to do with that remaining money? And as nice as it would be, I just don't know what I want to do with it, so I don't really want to, like, start moving it completely around. Anyways, guys, I shall see you another day, probably tomorrow or the following day or my next day off. So, yeah. Bye.